The male lead was taught to be a villain by me. After transmigrating into a villain in a novel, in order to not be killed by the male lead, I was extremely bitter. Raising the male lead to be a villain. They are all villains, no one is nobler than anyone else. As a result, he turned around and killed the person who was originally the main villain, to the point that the other guy cried, "I will be a good person." The male lead curled his lips and grinned, "Next life." I was a little, drenched in cold sweat. The male lead was taught to be a villain by me. After transmigrating into a villain in a novel, in order to not be killed by the male lead, I was extremely bitter. Raising the male lead to be a villain. They are all villains, no one is nobler than anyone else. As a result, he turned around and killed the person who was originally the main villain, to the point that the other guy cried, "I will be a good person." The male lead curled his lips and grinned, "Next life." I was a little, drenched in cold sweat. I quickly emerged from my hiding place and hurriedly stopped him, "Don't kill." Although Xia Lin was a little suspicious, he still did not hesitate and withdrew his hand as I said. He even pretended to be kind, "Master misunderstood, I only wanted to create some fire to warm her up." How could he live with such a worm? I did not expose Xia Lin's lie. I looked at the female lead dressed in coarse cloth, and pondered, this woman's clothes are gorgeous, I'm afraid her background is deep, if I kill her, I don't know what kind of disaster will arise. Xia Lin suddenly realized, so that's how it is, my disciple's realm is not enough, I didn't see that these clothes are extraordinary, I almost caused a big disaster. Seeing his face full of shame, I deeply patted his shoulder, "You're still young, you still have a lot to learn." He would rather believe that he couldn't see it than suspect me of lying to him. He really made me want to cry. Even though I didn't let Xia Lin kill the female lead, I also didn't save her. As long as I didn't save her, I could change the main plot, and I would still be able to live a peaceful life in this small village. After all, she was the female lead, protected by heaven and earth. Unless the male lead, who was also protected by heaven and earth, took action, she wouldn't be able to die. Xia Lin knocked on my door in the middle of the night. The moonlight was faint, and his cold and elegant face had now become sharp. He had taken off the white clothes he liked to wear in the original plot, and was now wearing a black robe. Seeing me open the door, his cold expression like the wind and snow immediately melted away. He said softly, "Master, I happened to see a jade hairpin that suited you, so I bought it." In his hand was Shinji's jade hairpin. I looked at it and my eyebrows twitched. I didn't know if there was a search mark on the hairpin, so why didn't I return it to her? I closed my eyes and said, "I don't like it, you can take it back." Xia Lin paused. After a long while, he slowly asked me, "What kind of style does master like? Next time, I will find it for you." His eyes were still extremely stubborn and sincere, as if I only needed to say what style I liked, and he would spend his whole life trying to find it for me. Alas, forget it. I took the jade hairpin, looking at it again, I find this jade hairpin quite satisfactory. Xia Lin slowly smiled. I just hoped that this hairpin was really just an ordinary jade hairpin. But the female lead is still the female lead. After all, she was saved by my neighbor. A poor family of 4, not even enough for 4 sets of patched clothes, still dared to be a good person. She said, "That girl is beautiful, it would be a waste to die. If I can save her, then save her. If I see her dying and don't save her, how can I still be a human being? I can't bear the consequences of what a few billion people say. Things like saving the female lead, mortals can't bear the consequences." I originally planned to wait until nighttime to sneak into the house next door, take the female lead a little further away, to avoid us from encountering disaster. Before it was even dark, a miserable scream came from next door. Xia Lin and I rushed over, but still couldn't save the whole family. The 4 corpses of their family came from outside the door, in order they were the husband, the wife, the older brother, and the younger sister. Each of them arrogantly resisted, wanting their loved ones to carry them inside to have a little hope of survival. But how could mortals fight against cultivators? The female lead Shinji was surrounded by a group of demons, still struggling desperately, but her crossbow was already at its limit. I stood to the side, watching coldly. Xiao Lin saw that the demons could be considered enemies, his eyes were bloodshot, but he restrained himself and asked me, Master, let's kill them all. I didn't say anything. Until Shinji couldn't hold on any longer, I made a move. Xiao Lin also made a move. A moment later, the group of demons were all gone. Shinji held his sword, thanking me, thank you. I didn't say anything, turning my back to her, looking at the 4 people, big and small. Actually, I didn't like that little boy very much. He was dirty, and always had a runny nose because his clothes weren't warm enough. But he used to call me Big Sister. He asked me, will little sister grow up to be as beautiful as Big Sister? I said randomly, it will be just that beautiful. The little boy was extremely happy. But the little sister of the boy had not grown up yet. And the boy could not grow up anymore. I said, the people you should thank are the 4 people of that family. If it wasn't for saving you, they wouldn't have died. Shinji was stunned, biting her lip and said, those guys are demons, their sacrifice was worth it. After I pacify the demons, I will erect a monument for them. I was tired of hearing such words, pressed her head hard, forcing her to kneel. They died because of you, you kowtow to them, they are just poor people, how can they understand your damn monuments? Shinji gritted her teeth, stubbornly saying, my status is noble, how can I kneel down for a mortal? I was so angry that I laughed coldly, the force on my hand became stronger and stronger, just when she couldn't take it anymore and was about to kneel down, I suddenly saw Xiao Lin beside me, her eyes lit up as if she had grabbed a piece of straw or grass, she quickly said, are you Xiao Lin? We met when we were young, you were the young palace master of Suizhou Palace, I was the young sect master of Hang Swang Sect, we were even engaged when we were young, have you forgotten me? Xiao Lin, quickly save me. My hand that was pressing her down stopped. I don't understand, I only told her to kowtow for someone to die in her place, why does she need someone to save her? But Xiao Lin standing beside her slightly frowned, his steps also slowly walked towards her. Shinji smiled, took the opportunity to desperately struggle, wanting to stand up. But the next moment, Xiao Lin kicked her calf hard. She knelt down even more miserably. Xiao Lin coldly said, Master told you to kowtow, don't you understand? Shinji couldn't believe it, Xiao Lin. Xiao Lin frowned even tighter, his malice not concealed, Master, why don't we kill them all? Shinji finally kowtowed with tears in her eyes. I let Shinji leave. The farther the better. In the original plot, wherever Shinji went, there was bad luck. Wherever she went, grass would not grow, armor would disappear. The demons did not cause such great harm to mortals. Who were the demons in the end? But it was normal, in these novels, who would care about the cannon fodder NPCs who were swept away and died beside the female lead. Xiao Lin once again sincerely asked, really not killing? I could not explain to him that she was the female lead protected by the heavens, and could not be killed, so I could only make an excuse, this is someone who has been destined to be with you since childhood, of course I cannot kill her. Xiao Lin smiled again, Master. From the first time I saw her, I knew who she was. But so what? If Master doesn't like her, then kill her, what's the pity? Good thinking. Xiao Lin was the person I saved from the demons. The Suizhou Palace had a treasure that the demons wanted, so they had planned a long time ago to attack and destroy the entire Suizhou Palace. The only person left who knew the whereabouts of the treasure was Xiao Lin. Actually, he didn't need me to save him. According to the plot, he could have escaped on his own, but he would have suffered a little. I knew that the treasure was in Xiao Lin's dantian, but I never asked. Xiao Lin also never said anything. Since he was 14, I have wholeheartedly taught him until now, and he has finally transformed from a brilliant, outstanding young man into a crazed, cruel person. I am very satisfied. Xiao Lin and I destroyed the corpse and removed all traces very perfectly. Although that hairpin did not sense the mark, it was better to kill by mistake than to let it go. I spent more than 10 times refining it. That way, even if the demons chasing after the female lead come looking for us, we won't be implicated. This feels really good. The 3rd day after the female lead left, the aura of a group of demons came from the sky. Xia Lin had a serious expression, sword in hand, quickly entering a state of readiness for battle. I patted his shoulder. Relax, they will definitely not come to cause trouble for us. As soon as I finished speaking, that aura suddenly stopped right above us. Xia Lin unsheathed his sword, murderous intent filled the sky. I continued to pat Xia Lin's shoulder. Don't be nervous, maybe they're tired from walking and need to rest for a while. The aura of the demons got closer and closer to us. I frowned. Oh, maybe they're thirsty, want to ask for a bowl of water to drink. Xia Lin, Master is right, but we should still kill them all. Why is this person so difficult to talk to? As a result, the next second, that group of demons suddenly landed outside the door, loudly saying, "Come out." The cultivation of those demons was not low, but as I had guessed, they did not sense that Shinji and us were related, only asking if we had ever met Shinji. Xia Lin and I naturally shook our heads. Don't answer, when asked, just answer that we don't know, have never met, don't know. I thought I answered perfectly. Who would have thought that the leader of those demons would coldly laugh? I don't believe it. Me? His eyes swept past me and then past Xia Lin. This village is small, but you all have extraordinary auras and outstanding appearances. You still dare to say it has nothing to do with Shinji? Humph. Damn it, how could I argue? Being accused of being beautiful. I tried to explain, I'm just an ordinary beauty who is too beautiful. He's also just an ordinary handsome man with both talent and looks. We really have never met the person you're talking about. Demons, it's better to kill the wrong person than to let them go. Meet or not, kill and search their souls and we will know. Damn it. These sluts. The strength of this group of people was much higher than the previous demons. It took Xia Lin and I a long time to almost finish dealing with them. The leader of the demons was still trying to resist, his whole body was clearly covered in injuries, but he suddenly laughed loudly. I recognize you. I thought he recognized Xia Lin, so I quickly pushed Xia Lin behind me. But I heard him say, you are one of the 4 great demon generals of the demon race who disappeared 1,000 years ago, Yongyu. How funny, I didn't expect a demon general of the demon race to hide in a remote village with a human man. What, can't our demon race's male lead satisfy you? My whole body stiffened. This is bad, this is really bad. It seems like this matter can't be hidden anymore. 17 years ago, the Suizhu Palace where Xia Lin lived was completely massacred by the demons. Therefore, in front of Xia Lin, I had always hidden my identity, suppressing my demonic energy to survive. Today, I was suddenly exposed. Turning to look at Xia Lin, I unconsciously clenched the sword in my hand. I also didn't know how much chance I had of winning against Xia Lin now. Xia Lin's face was gloomy, holding the sword, walking towards me step by step. Indeed, the grudge of killing one's father and mother was insurmountable. As long as one had demonic blood flowing through one's veins, one could be sentenced to death. But so what? I absolutely refused to die. The moment Xia Lin drew his sword, I also swung my sword towards him. But the next moment, the demon behind me collapsed. Xia Lin's sword stabbed into the demon's mouth, coldly saying, "Your rotten mouth is also worthy of mentioning my master's identity?" As for my sword, it cut off Xia Lin's sideburns, leaving a shallow and deep wound on his cheek. I'm really embarrassed. The demon who was already dying finally breathed his last. Xia Lin turned to look at me, his voice trembling. "Master, don't you believe me?" It was hard to explain. But luckily I was very good at making up stories. I pondered for a moment then sighed, my expression sad. "Xia Lin, perhaps you can't imagine how hard it was for me to survive in the demon race. The demon race is cunning, despicable, shameless, for us, trusting others is courting death." I used my finger to caress the wound on Xia Lin's cheek, his eyelashes trembled slightly, I didn't seem to notice, and continued to say sadly, "Xia Lin, it's not that I don't want to believe you. It's just that after 1,000 years of struggling for life and death, I no longer know how to trust others." Xia Lin was indeed moved, he used his finger to cover my mouth, looking at me with a serious and sincere gaze. "Master, don't remember those things anymore. Master, it's okay, if you don't believe me. Big trees don't need to bow down for weeds, so Master doesn't need to believe me." As long as I always believe Master, that's enough. You see, men are really easy to fool, just pretend to be pitiful, casually make up a few sad stories, and they will automatically play the role of protector. Xia Lin didn't hear my heart, and suddenly said something out of nowhere. If only I had met Master earlier, how great would that have been? Even though I can't prevent Master from suffering so much, at least Master won't be alone. I smiled. Then you have to suffer with me in the demon race. Xia Lin also smiled. Master, this is fine. As long as I can be with Master, anything is fine. I forced a smile, but for some reason I couldn't smile anymore. But I'm sorry, Xia Lin, I want to live more. Wanting to live is not that easy. Killing these demons, it is only a matter of time before the pursuers come. The female lead really has some ability. Ever since she appeared, this world suddenly started to operate. More than 10 years of peace in the blink of an eye had gone up in smoke, as if fate had undoubtedly pushed everyone away. In order to avoid involving others, Xia Lin and I had to leave this village. But I always had a vague feeling that no matter where I went, I would meet Shinji. Sure enough, even though I deliberately chose the opposite direction from Shinji, 3 days later I still met an injured Shinji resting in a ruined temple. When she saw Xia Lin, her eyes lit up, somewhat reflecting on her recovery, the person who was just barely alive. The next second she was leaning on her sword and standing up tremblingly. Xia Lin, you really still don't feel secure about me? I knew you wouldn't treat me so cruelly. Female lead sister, do you want to hear what you just said again? Xia Lin drew his sword and put it back, frowning at me. Really can't kill her? Ever since I met her, nothing good has happened. The male lead is really sharp. Hit the nail on the head. His eyes revealed murderous intent. She just so happens to be injured. Why don't we take advantage of her illness to kill her? Hey, Xia Lin, are you really the male lead? Why do I feel like you have this innate villainous quality? But unfortunately, I can't kill her. After killing her, the world will restart. I saw Shinji clearly take a step back, smile evilly, and say to Xia Lin, keep her first, kill her when you're hungry. Xia Lin nodded. All right, Master wants to eat people, then we'll keep her first. No, I was just joking. But what you said sounded so real. The light in Shinji's eyes finally went out. Afraid that Shinji would follow us, we secretly left the ruined temple in the middle of the night. As a result, as soon as we left the ruined temple, we got lost in the secret realm. With Xia Lin and I's cultivation, we actually couldn't find the exit of the secret realm. I understood, there was no need for Xia Lin to bother looking for the exit anymore. What we lack isn't cultivation, but the key. Xia Lin didn't understand. Shouldn't we be looking for the key even more? I just told him to wait. The secret realm was full of dangers. Xia Lin and I had no choice but to set up a formation inside to protect ourselves. Night fell, demonic beasts lurked around, neither Xia Lin nor I dared to close our eyes. The bonfire beside us crackled. Xia Lin suddenly laughed and said, actually, being by Master's side like this is quite fun. No way, this brother. All around us were glowing red eyes, saliva was about to drip onto my face. Are you still having fun there? I sighed, looking at the fake starry sky. I just want to live in peace. The smile on Xia Lin's lips had not yet disappeared, but his eyes suddenly froze. He looked at me, his expression suddenly filled with endless tenderness and reluctance. He softly called me, Shinjo. Huh? Who is Shinjo? It sounds so familiar. Is it Shinji's nickname? My expression immediately became serious. Could it be that I was controlled by the plot again, falling in love with Shinji? But right after that, Xia Lin seemed to wake up from a dream, frowning in confusion. Shinjo, who is she? What a familiar name. Seeing him deep in thought, I was afraid that he would remember the connection between him and Shinji, so I quickly interrupted. If you can't remember, then he must not be an important person, don't think about it anymore. Xia Lin's eyes stopped on me. After a long while he smiled and said, Master is right, I won't think about it anymore. I breathed a sigh of relief. On the third day, Shinji was chased by the demons and also fell into the secret realm. The demons chasing her also fell into the secret realm. She's here, she's led a group of murderous demons here. I watched Shinji being surrounded and killed by the demons but was able to avoid fatal injuries every time and said dejectedly, "Look, the key is here." Shinji saw us, and her originally gloomy eyes suddenly lit up. Xia Lin. The understanding between Xia Lin and I reached its peak at this moment. Under the attention of the demons, we simultaneously took 3 steps back and said with serious faces, "Not familiar, don't know, not close." Shinji acted as if he didn't hear and directly led people to run towards us. "Save me." All right, we were surrounded by Shinji's people again. This group of demons was clearly stronger than the previous group of demons, and with the secret realm suppressing their realms, dealing with them really took a lot of effort. Xia Lin was even injured because of me. Shinji helplessly sat down beside Xia Lin, who was healing his wounds, her beautiful eyes filled with tears. "I'm sorry, Xia Lin Gij, it's all because of me that you're injured. If you didn't care about me, it would be great." Why didn't he just ignore you? Was it because he didn't want to? Xia Lin was meditating to heal her injuries, and when she heard that, her breathing was unstable. I was afraid that he would become possessed by anger, so I quickly pulled her away. She pulled my hand away, and even got angry back. "I know you like Xia Lin, and even used your status as a master to order him not to get close to me, but our love won't be hindered by your despicable methods." "Crazy, what are you talking about?" I couldn't take it anymore, and directly raised my hand and struck, knocking Shinji unconscious. The world became quiet again. I originally thought that as long as Shinji was here, we would be able to leave the secret realm. Because after all, the heavenly way of this world was deliberately tying Xia Lin and Shinji together, letting them experience hardships together and grow together. In short, it was following the plot. But no matter what method I used, I couldn't find the exit of the secret realm. Based on my many years of experience playing games alone. There must be some unfinished story quests. Sure enough, another 7 days passed, and 2 people suddenly fell from the sky above the secret realm. The 2 argued endlessly, falling until their heads were dizzy, but they still didn't forget to blame each other. I looked carefully. Weren't they the male and female supporting characters? Not good. It was still a long time before they appeared in the plot. Why did they appear so early? Was the heavenly way speeding up the progress? The male and female supporting characters are both disciples of the top immortal sect, the Luoxing sect. One is the sect master's disciple, the other is the sect master's beloved daughter. This time they went down the mountain to search for Shinji, whose sect had just been exterminated. Whether it was because of the sect's secret technique on Shinji, or because of righteousness, fighting against the demons, only the sects that were searching for Shinji knew. Shinji had some scheming but not many. At first he was cautious and did not reveal his whereabouts, until he heard the other party say he was a disciple of the Luoxing sect. He immediately treated them sincerely. He also conveniently revealed Xia Lin's identity. "Xia Lin? ? Little sister, you really are. Why don't you guess why Xia Lin and I have been hiding in this small village for more than 10 years? Just like I thought, after the male and female supporting characters appeared, the secret realm really changed. The path that had been passed countless times before, suddenly appeared another fork. The exit was right at the end of the path. I no longer deliberately parted ways with Shinji, to avoid the heavenly law from stuffing me and Xia Lin into some secret realm to wait for the female lead. Shinji's physique to attract monsters was still as good as usual. Wherever we went, we fought. At first, Xia Lin and I planned to stand aside and observe. As a result, we were inexplicably drawn into the battle every time. So tired, it felt like working all my life and then discovering that my salary had been transferred to the next life. Xia Lin fought until he was paralyzed, asking me, "Master wants me to train?" I don't mean to say that Master is wrong, but can't we really kill them all? With the help of the main characters, Xia Lin, who had been trying to act good in front of me, finally stopped pretending, completely turning black and degenerate. Thank you. But I still have to let Xia Lin endure a little longer. Rest assured, continue to endure, this life will pass. Half a month later, the male and female supporting characters finally contacted the lost sect's martial uncle. Just when Xia Lin and I thought we could temporarily breathe a sigh of relief, unexpectedly, just as their martial uncle arrived, a demon at the level of the 4 great demon general arrived right after. The martial uncle came quickly, and left even faster. In the blink of an eye, he was nowhere to be seen. Shinji, the male and female supporting characters all retreated behind me. Xia Lin and I stood in front of him, ? Demon General Zhu Ming laughed ferociously. Yongyu, as the 4 great demon generals of the demon race, you are here. The 3 people behind me paused, then simultaneously took another step back. Xia Lin glanced at them, whispering in my ear, Master, they are going to die anyway, why don't we kill them first? The 3 people behind me paused again, then simultaneously took 3 more steps back. I glanced at Tru Min, then glanced at Ta Lam. No way, you are the villain and he is also the villain. Over the years, no matter how I cultivated, my magic power did not increase at all. It seemed like this body's cultivation was destined to not be able to advance any further. But the problem was that everyone else's cultivation was increasing. Zhu Ming was originally the person with the highest cultivation among the 4 great demon generals. Now that more than 10 years had passed, I was no match for Zhu Ming at all. Even with Xia Lin fighting alongside me, I was still at a disadvantage. I signaled to the other 3, I will block Zhu Ming, you guys quickly disperse and run away. The other 3 finally could not stand still and watch the show anymore, they knew how to run. Zhu Ming stopped attacking, while chasing after them he fiercely said, if you insist on blocking me, I will spare them today, it doesn't matter if I kill you first. I quickly pulled Xia Lin and ran in another direction, don't worry, I won't stop you, you quickly chase after them. Zhu Ming, ? What do I care about them? They are the main characters, they won't die, unlike me, a supporting character who can die at any time. Xia Lin's eyes lit up. Master, you've finally come to your senses. You can understand it like that. Xia Lin and I hid in a nearby cave to heal our wounds. As for the 3 main characters, I wasn't worried at all. At most, in 7 days, they would descend from the sky. Among these dozens of forks in the road, they would find our hiding place. But on the 5th day, only Shinji, covered in blood, arrived at the cave. She was struggling and her breathing was chaotic. They're dead. I just couldn't believe it. How could they be dead? Are you sure they're dead? Dead. They were devoured by the demon general, she suddenly cried out loudly. They did it to save me. My heart suddenly started pounding. In the endless darkness, there was finally a ray of light. I couldn't help but laugh out loud, laughing until my back was bent, laughing until tears kept flowing. Awesome. Amazing. Is this the 18th time I've been reincarnated in this world, or is it the 19th? 600 years or 700 years? The fates of the main characters in this world, finally for the first time, have changed. That's right, this isn't the first time I've come to this world. The first time I transmigrated into the world of a book, I just wanted to stay away from the main characters. The victory of justice or the survival of evil has nothing to do with me. I just wanted to live. I've been in seclusion for 30 years, and finally when it was time for the decisive battle, they suddenly came to my hiding place for no reason. The male lead, Xia Lin, discovered me and conveniently killed me? Too absurd, making me laugh inexplicably when I died. The male lead thought I was mocking him, so he threw my body away. I thought everything was over, but when I opened my eyes, I returned to the first day I transmigrated into this world. Was the heavens merciful and giving me a chance to start over? I thought painfully, and decided to join the main character group, and personally change the ending of being killed by the male lead in my book. Everyone overcame the hardships together, and I even risked my life many times to save the male lead and the female lead. At first, I thought it was for sure. But after the male lead killed the demon lord, they turned their sharp points on me. The male lead said, "A demon is a demon, it cannot be tolerated in this world. I will definitely eliminate the demon race, and will absolutely not allow the demon race to exist in this world." The female lead said, "Everyone go through it together." I thought she would speak up for me, but she paused for a moment and said, "Don't make it difficult for him. Go kill yourself." How ridiculous then. When I opened my eyes, I returned to the first day I came to this world. I didn't delay a bit, holding my sword and killing the male lead who was still young and had weak cultivation. I didn't know where many people came from, rushed out to block in front of the male lead. I sneered. Then you all die too. Kill them all. Killing the male lead, I was speechless at that moment. What was my feeling? Pleasure? Comfort? Joy? No, neither. I just let out a sigh, thinking that I could survive like this. But the next moment, my soul felt like it was about to be torn apart. Intense pain suddenly spread throughout every inch of my flesh. I painfully knelt on the ground, my throat filled with the smell of blood, my vision blurred, blood from my ears, nose, mouth, and eyes continually gushed out. Through the curtain of blood before my eyes, I saw everything slowly turning to dust. The world was truly collapsing. Opening my eyes again, I returned to the first day I transmigrated into this world. My soul still felt like it was in pain. I closed my eyes and could see myself covered in blood. The next day, I took my sword and went to find the female lead. The process was the same as when I killed the male lead. A series of unexpected incidents happened. The obstacles were so many that it was hard to believe. When the female lead fell into a pool of blood, I closed my eyes. The next moment, the pain of my soul being torn apart came as expected. Even though I was mentally prepared, I was still in unbearable pain. Blood and tears mixed together, and my torn throat let out beast-like groans. The world collapsed again. I used 2 attempts of dying and coming back to life, and finally determined a truth. The male lead, female lead, male supporting character, and female supporting character of this world were protected by the heavenly way. Even if I could use my cultivation to crush them, it would still be very difficult to kill them. Second, killing them would result in the backlash of the heavenly way, and the pain would be so great that I would die and come back to life. Finally, killing the male and female lead would cause the world to collapse. After that, I tried many different methods. For example, I thought that the first time I died was because I didn't run far enough, so I ran to a deserted place with no one inhabiting it. But in the end, the decisive battle somehow came to this point. A palm technique descended from the sky and directly took me away. For example, I used all kinds of methods to approach the male lead, but he was not moved at all, and once he even attacked first because he hated me so much. In every world, his fate was arranged to fall in love with the female lead at first sight, without exception. For example, I also tried to approach the female lead. Even if I couldn't make her like me, I also made her not want to see me die. As a result, she thought I was jealous. I also tried to join the villains, so that the villains would also be protected by the heavens and kill the male lead. But no matter how hard we tried, the villains were destined to be killed by the male lead. After much effort, we beat them to the point of near death, but they suddenly started babbling about bondage, friendship, and justice, and then charged forward. Then they beat us all to death. Enough. I died countless times, finally admitting that in this world of novels, people with names and surnames all have predetermined endings. Just like the main characters, no one is injured or killed in the end. As for me, no matter how hard I struggle, it's just a matter of dying sooner or later. I can't live to see the day they win. Until the last time I died. I started to think, the male lead always follows the predetermined path, essentially because of his personality and character. Then, what if I nurture him into a villain's personality? So this time, I stood in front of Xia Lin, smiling and saying, "Follow me, I will protect you." Actually, I didn't expect much. I was too used to disappointment and death. But this time, Xia Lin was completely different from before. He pushed the female lead away and said to me, "I will always believe in Master." I got it. The important moment in life is not at the age of 12, not at the age of 13, but when I saved the 14-year-old Xia Lin. Actually, at that time, I didn't dare to trust him much. I had been killed by him too many times. The ending of the story had always remained unchanged. Until the male and female supporting characters died. I finally couldn't help but start to look forward to it. This time it seemed really different. Could I really survive? The demon general is still chasing the female lead. But now it's different. I don't dare to bet that after the female lead dies, the world will restart, or if the next world will have the same luck. I hold the female lead's shoulder tightly, seriously saying, Shinji, from today onwards, I will try my best to protect you. If you want to survive, then listen to me. Shinji was stunned, then suddenly pushed me away, shouting, You protected me? If you really wanted to protect me, then why did they die? Why wasn't you the one who died? Xia Lin coldly said, Their lives are lives, isn't my master's life a life? Shinji, then why wasn't you the one who died? Shinji looked at me with hatred, She's a demon, she deserves to die. Xia Lin, how long will you be bewitched by her? Before Xia Lin could make a move, I was one step faster than him and slapped Shinji in the face. Shinji was stunned by the beating, trembling and pointing at me, unable to speak for a long time. I said indifferently, You know, I am a ghost, very cruel, always wanting to slap others. Her lips trembled slightly, You just said you would protect me. I glanced at her, I am a ghost, do you believe what I say? Moreover, protecting you, not dying is enough, cutting off your tongue, breaking your legs, etc., are also normal things, right? Shinji finally stopped making a fuss. Because of Xia Lin's change, all the developments of the plot have now become unpredictable. I have never had such a magical thought before, a newbie has to fight a small boss as soon as he enters the field. It can be considered as opening my eyes to this vicious world. Although Xia Lin's strength increased rapidly along the way, when facing the demon General Zhu Ming, he still did not have enough strength. They really needed to improve their strength. No, only him. I was afraid that Shinji, who had just improved his strength, would kill me first. I led them to the secret realm that helped improve the strength of the main characters in the book, but Zhu Ming still chased after them relentlessly. Finally reaching the entrance of the secret realm, Zhu Ming blocked my way. He licked his lips and smiled ferociously, Today is a good day. This seat was actually able to capture the 3 people that the Demon Lord wanted at the same time. It seemed that Xia Lin's identity had also been exposed. I calmly said, You guys go ahead, I will block him. I was about to step forward but my arm was pulled back by someone. Xia Lin looked at me, his face pale, his voice trembling, Master, I can listen to you in all other matters, but leaving you alone is not allowed. His expression even carried a hint of pleading, Master, no. I smiled at him, removing his pale fingers one by one, Xia Lin, didn't you say you believed me? I will be fine. I only held him back, he won't die, rest assured. Immediately after, I walked towards Zhu Ming. Not for Xia Lin, not for Shinji. For myself. This time, I must survive. Zhu Ming's strength was strong, I could only endure the damage in exchange for time. But even so, Zhu Ming still had enough strength to stop Xia Lin and Shinji from entering the secret realm. After fighting for a long time, I finally caught a weakness in Zhu Ming. I traded off the fact that I was seriously injured to make him stop paying attention to Xia Lin's group. Seeing that Xia Lin and Shinji had entered the secret realm, I breathed a sigh of relief. But Zhu Ming's counterattack came right after that. I intended to take his palm strike and run into the secret realm. He absolutely did not dare to enter this secret realm. In the secret realm, everyone's cultivation was suppressed at the Golden Core realm. Without the advantage in cultivation, he did not dare to enter. Just as Zhu Ming's palm wind was about to hit my back, suddenly 2 hands reached out from the light curtain of the secret realm. Those 2 hands pulled me in, then the owner of those hands immediately flew to stand behind me. A soft groan rang out beside my ear. But none of us dared to stop, and immediately flew into the secret realm. A warm liquid fell on my cheek. I unconsciously raised my hand to wipe it away. A bright red color. I raised my head to look at the person beside me. He seemed to be completely unaware, his face pale, blood continuously flowing from the corner of his lips. But there was a smile in his eyes. He said, Master, fortunately you are okay. But right after that, he suddenly coughed violently, and waved his hand, wanting to signal that he was okay. But as soon as he opened his mouth, he suddenly spat out a large mouthful of blood. He smiled, as if he wanted to comfort me. But immediately after, his body went limp, and he fainted in my arms. I stared blankly at Xia Lin, who had his eyes closed. My mind went blank for a moment. I was a demon, and at most, if I took this palm strike, I would only be seriously injured, not dead. But Xia Lin would die. He clearly knew that. At this moment, I didn't even think about whether the world would restart if Xia Lin died. I just thought. Xia Lin, don't die.